Let me tell you how I just got played at 7-Eleven. I went up there to get a Slurpee with like a handful of like dimes and nickels. Because back in my day, they only cost 89 cents. And by back in my day, I mean like in 2005. So I went up there today and they were like $1.35. I was like, what? I don't have enough. And everybody was looking. Of course, 7-Eleven would be full the one time that I go in there and I ain't got no money. So I left and I bumped into my mother outside. Thank you, Lord. So she gave me a dollar. So, ta-da! So anyway, as you know, I had a little comedy thing. The other day at Caroline's. Let me tell you guys what happened to me. Let me tell you what happened. First of all, I got there late, of course, because I'm a nigga. But they told me to be there at 6:15. Show started at 7. I was like, why do I need to be here a whole 45 minutes early? They're like, to show you the ropes. I was like, all you need to do is show me where the stage is and let me know where I can put my purse without getting robbed. That's not gonna take 45 minutes. So you know I rolled up there at a strong 6:45. And then when I get there, it's a bunch of like professional comedians, people who've been doing this for years, like been on like David Letterman and Jimmy Kimmel and like the Jay Leno show. And then here's my little ass like, oh hey, I'm new. Everybody was real cool. So I was supposed to go on 4th, but all my people weren't there yet, so they kept pushing me back. They're like, oh, you want to wait for your people to come? I was like, I guess. But the longer I waited, the more nervous I'm getting. Because when I got there, I was cool. But the longer I had to wait, my heart was beating all erratically. Erratically? Is that a word? Is that the right word? Erratically? It was beating fast as hell. It was like, brrr. And you already know I'm barely insured. So finally I was like, yo, I gotta just get on. My brother had texted me and told me they were parking the car. It was like 7:55. Again, show started at 7. So, niggas. So the whole time I'm backstage, I was listening and the audience was extra dry. Like they weren't laughing at anything. Like they were in there just, every once in a while they'd be like, ha 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 ha, LOL. Like that's it. I was like, I gotta go out and deal with this little hostile crowd. So, and it was like a lot of like preppy, like business suit wearing, button-up shirts up to here, like white guys. It was like a handful of black folks scattered around, mainly in the back because they had got there late. A couple of them were my people. So they announced me to get on stage, and the lady was like, oh, you can't go on stage with any notes or nothing like that. And I was like, of course, you know. She was like, that's not professional if you go up there with cards. And I was like, and I'm obviously a professional. So I wrote my stuff on my hand, like just the subject, not the entire jokes. I just put the topic of what it is I wanted to talk about on my hands. And I was like, where comes to where I could just glance at my hand and I'm good. As I'm walking to the stage, I looked to my left and I bumped into one of my YouTube subscribers. And I was like, oh, hey, girl, what's up? And we had a moment of just, you know, that connection, you know, we connected. Thanks for coming, by the way. So I get up on stage and everyone's cheering and clapping and I'm up there like, hey, what's up? I felt like a star. So, you know, I'm up there like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm about to kill it. Everyone stops clapping and I forget my very first joke. Just forget it. Don't remember what I'm supposed to say. It was like my brain was like, nope. I was on stage like, I looked at my hand. All of a sudden, I can't read my own handwriting. I was like, who what did that say? Vagina? Volcano? Vatican? Who wrote this? Whose sloppy penmanship is this? Couldn't read my own handwriting. So I think I said something like, I said, oh, you know, first of all, I want to apologize for not having any jokes. I figured if I looked cute, you guys wouldn't care if I was funny. And everybody was like, what? And then after that, I just jumped into it. But I got through it. I got some laughs. Word, my bad. Let me turn my Taylor Swift down. So and that really is Taylor Swift. I like her. I liked her before the Kanye fiasco. So I got through it. But there was a minute when I was on stage and I was like, what the hell am I doing up here? Like, I legit blank. I felt like Eminem in 8 Mile. I felt like Eminem in the movie 8 Mile when he chokes and he can't rap. That's what I felt like. I felt like I had like spaghetti vomit on my sweater. I was like, what? I think I played it off pretty well, because when I got off the stage, the talent coordinator was like, oh, you know, I could tell when you got on that you were kind of nervous, but she was like, you got into it, you got right back in it. She was like, so, you know, if you ever want to come back and do this again, she was like, you got my number, you have my my email. She was like, we'll definitely throw you back on stage. So I couldn't have sucked that bad if she invited me to come back, right? So I don't know, we shall see. Hold on, I feel like I'm trying to talk thug and Taylor Swift is playing. She's bringing my thug points down. Okay, hold on, let me set the mood. Right, so that's what happened to me at the club. But then after I got off the stage, I went to go stand with my brother in the back of the club, and it was like a bunch of black folks up there, and there was this one like chubby black chick, and she was like, yo, you were so funny, and she gave me 2 thumbs ups. Thumb upses, both her little chubby thumbs was up. She was excited, and I was like, oh, thank you so much, I love my people. So maybe I should do like some more like black nights or black clubs. That's not even really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be universal, you know? I'm trying to be like a baby Dave Chappelle. I'm working my way up to teenage or junior Dave Chappelle, because it was exciting. You know, I was definitely scared right before I had to get on stage. Got on stage, I was good. I just couldn't remember nothing, and then I forgot how to read. I was like, what does that say? Who the f wrote this? What? It was crazy. But it was cool. I'm probably going to do another show sometime in August. Well, because, you know, I'm going to have to, like, you know, write some jokes and then relearn how to read. But I'm definitely trying to do it again, probably August or by September, like in time for my birthday. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. But let me tell you guys why I'm wearing these glasses. It's not because I think I'm a star because of this show. It's because I got my ass kicked today. Now when I say ass kicked, I don't mean literally, because obviously I'm a thug. But I'm trying to remain anonymous. So even though my face and my name is on like 30 of these YouTube videos, for this particular video, you don't know me. Don't say my name. Shh, shh. Don't say my name. Shh, shh. You know how sometimes when you're sleeping, you wake up really fast because you feel like you're falling? That's exactly what happened to me today, except I wasn't sleeping and I did fall. Like I bust my ass. I was walking through Times Square today, just minding my business. I was walking like this because this is how I walk. Of course I was sending a text message. My friend was right here. I was crossing the street, and I remember looking, like I remember thinking, if somebody wants to hit me, they gotta come through all these people in order to get me, right? So I don't even know why that popped into my head, but the light was red, I had the right of way, I was going. And now in the city we do everything fast. We walk fast, we talk fast, and maybe not even just the city, it's a New York thing. We do everything quickly. We walk, talk, ignore our homeless people fast, you know, steal people's cabs from under them fast, you know, we watch our homeless people like jerk off in the middle of the street faster than everybody else. We're quick like that. That's what we do. That's what we does. So, of course, I'm crossing the street quick because that's how we walk. So I'm crossing the street. Again, I have the right of way. Next thing I know, I am on the ground, face down, ass up. Now, maybe in another situation that would work for me, but this was not one of them situations. I was on the ground, like, how the hell did I get here? Legit, my face was in the concrete, it was stuff in my nose, and I had my real glasses on today. I can't see nothing because I'm blind glasses, like my reading glasses for distance. I had those on. Well, I'm already on like 3 songs. So on the ground, glasses went flying, cell phone flew out of my hand, and I looked up and I felt like I was like the middle of a flower and everybody was laid out on the street around me. I wasn't the only person on the ground. And I was thinking like, yo, thinking back about it, the bike never even actually touched me. One of the people that the bike hit landed on top of me, because you know I'm already kind of low to the ground. somebody landed on top of me. I don't know if it was a small man or a large woman. You know, for the sake of this video, let's just say it was Khloe Kardashian. Her big ass landed on my small ass and crushed me. Now, when I looked up, because I landed like this with my hand up and my face was down like this, I looked up and I was like, is that my hair? Because my wig popped off and landed right in front of me on the street. I was like, oh, is that my hair? So I picked it up, threw it in my pocketbook. Now, at the point that I went to reach for the hair, I didn't know if I was paralyzed yet from the waist down, or if I had shattered all 17 lower vertebrae. I didn't know if my spine was okay, if I could move. All I knew is that if the paramedics had to come get my ass and save me, they were not going to find me with my hair right in front of my head. So I picked the hair up, threw it in my pocketbook. And then next thing I know, all I hear is, oh, mommy, her head. She has no head. And I was like, whoa, who are they talking about? They can't be talking about me. And then I heard somebody else go, oh, mommy, her head is in her purse. Now it's a song. It's a bunch of little voices screaming and singing. She has no head. Her head is in her purse. Mommy, her head just fell off. It must have been like 2 or 3 kids talking. I'm pretty sure, for all I know, it could have been John and Kate plus 8. It was a lot of damn kids. And I was like, I know they're not talking about me because my head is right here. But now I'm scared. I'm like, maybe my head got knocked off and I'm dying and I didn't even realize it yet. So now I'm trying to assess. I was like, oh my gosh, it's still connected. I didn't get unhinged. So I said, well, you know, so now I had to pop up because I have to play it off. My homegirl comes back and the way we were walking, she was right here and she should have got hit. But somehow I'm on the floor and she was way up here. She comes back, she's like, yo, Marie, what are you doing? Get up, let's go. She thought I didn't get hit. She thought I just saw everybody else laying down, so I laid down to catch a case. I was like, is that what type of person you think I am? And she was like, yes, that's absolutely the type of person that I think you are. I was like, word? Anyway, when I got home, my dad was like, why didn't you lay there to catch that case? I thought I taught you better than that. I was like, you should have seen the man, the little Chinese man on the bike that hit us. He was on like a little pedal bike with like streamers. It was like a Barbie bike. And he flipped off the bike, off the handlebars, and landed on his teeth. He caught the ground with his teeth. I don't know how many teeth he came into the situation with or how many teeth he left with. This video is not about him. This is about me. But I was like, you should have seen this little Asian man. He didn't have no money. I wasn't going to get no money off that case. I just would have been on the ground extra embarrassed. So I popped up. Me, my wig, my slightly crooked spinal cord, and we came home. All you need to know is and I legit caught the ground with my face. But as you can see, my little perfect cheekbones are still, I still got all my teeth. Let me make sure I don't have anything in them. I still got all my teeth, my little cheekbones. But just for the sake of that, I'm trying to just remain, you know, anonymous for this video. Freaking, whenever I tell the story, people are like, wait, you got hit by a bike or a bike? Apparently, it's not cool to get hit by a bicycle. Because when I say that, I get no love, like none. So I'm trying to retell a story that I got hit by, you know, like a car. Or I told this one guy I got hit by a train. If I see somebody that's dumb enough, I'm going to tell them it was a plane or a boat that hit me. For the sake of this video, because after this video, I'm not telling anybody else it was a bike. For this video right here, I got hit by a truck with 17 tires. That's what hit me. After I was assaulted by Khloe Kardashian. I was like, well, how did I get down here? What is going on? Hair all in my face. It wasn't sexy. Apparently, it's only acceptable to get hit by a couple things in life, like a car or like Chris Brown or Mike Tyson. Pretty much anybody black. Anybody black. If you tell them one of these things hit you, people are like, oh my gosh. Sympathy, sympathy, sympathy. I feel so bad. But for me, they're like, wait a minute. A bike with 2 tires hit you? Two wheels hit you and knocked your wig off. So I'm trying to keep the wig secure. And again, if anybody asks you, shh, this never happened. Matter of fact, don't even watch this video again. All right? There's not even a cool way to end this video. Just shh.